Hello everyone, my name is Shane Ryan and today I'm going to be talking about my graduation film breakdown. So the table of contents, I'm going to start off with the film info, so the name, genre, age, team and target audience. Then I'm going to go into the financial side, which is equipment hire, location costs, costume rental, transport, catering, crew and cost wages. And then to try and fund it, and then the final total at the end, and then my own justification of why I think this should be made. So start off with the film info. The name of it is Price of Coin. The tagline would be when one man's grief finally corrupts. The genre would be fantasy drama, so it would be like Game of Thrones-esque, that kind of way. As in, but it's more of a mainstream fantasy, as in like it wouldn't have wizards and dragons and stuff like that. It's set in the past in like that. The age range will be 12 to 35. There isn't any violence or anything in it. There is a mention of it, but there's no actual violence in it. So I think it'll be good for a young age all the way up as well to 35. I'm probably older, but that's the demographic I'm going for. Film length 7 to 9 minutes. The themes will be a man versus himself and the loss of innocence. So a little bit of a synopsis on it is that the main character was very sheltered all his life from his family and about that. So he's finally branching out now by himself, and the first sniff of power and wealth that he gets gets corrupted very quickly and loses what's really important to him, which is the family. And then him versus himself is that like it's does he want to be the person that he wants to be, as in does he want to be like his grandfather, or does he want to be the man with all the power and fear and stuff like that. So it's a term as well as a big inner turmoil into himself. The gender for the actual film, as in like target audience, would appeal to both men and women, but it would lean more to men because of the feeling of power and greed and corruption and stuff like that, and with the hint of violence, but the most powerful character in it is actually a woman, so the women will actually like it as well. The target audience will be anyone that kind of likes period dramas and fantasy fans, and also just so it's set back in the past, so it has to be a period. It's a period piece. But equipment hire, this is just broke down for what I have on the day. So the camera will be a Red Scar Dragon. I have it broken down into per day and weekend and week and week. It's going to be a 7-day shoot, but it's going to be 5 days of shooting, 1 day pickup, and one continuity contingency day, because we are in Ireland and the rain. You can't you can't really have it just without. And then you have the tripod. So the camera's 1260 per week. The tripod's 180. Then you have 3 lights, so 120 times 3, so 360. Then the light stands to go with it, so with another €21. And then this is a short range and a long range mic, so it's actually a kit. So you're getting the 2 mics, and that's at €60 a week. And then you have the 4-channel recorder with a built-in mixer. That's you could only, it wouldn't tell you how much it was for a week, so I'm just going to take it as €25 a day and make it out, so that's $175. And then you have €15 a week for headphones, boom bowl, and extra kit for the wind. So the casting crew, I try to break it down into pre and post, but they kind of got a bit mixed up there. But start off with the director, 2000 weekly, producer 2000, scriptwriter who's actually myself. I probably pay myself 1500. Location manager 1400, and then like it breaks down as in it gets a bit longer. But like you'd have about I'd have 11 of this crew will be on set, and then the rest will be either pre or post. The composer is 100 to 300 per minute. I went with the highest option, and I went with the full length of the film just to have that music there. And then the actors, it averaged out to about 175 a day. That's what I got. And I have the breakdown of like maybe 1 actor for 1 day, 2 for 2, and so that's all broken down in the final product as well. It shows all cost. The location cost, right now, because I'm a student, I'm looking for the Irish Heritage, place, can't remember the full name, sorry about that. But for a big budget, I probably need a few more places, so I just budgeted 1,500 for it. It probably over budgeted, but it's better to be over than under. I don't believe it. Then you have the 3 locations. This will be the outside. This will be one. This will be the main shop, and then that would be the beggars camp. Then the outside, the Islamic shop of the town, and then this is where it ends up in the end. This is where after he gets his grade bar, he actually ends up there. There and that's all in the Irish Heritage Centre. Then the costumes, because I'm setting it in a certain period, I need costumes. Can't wear their own clothes. So this comes from the amphitheatre, and so the 3 male costumes will be €75 for a week, and then you have 2 women's, and then just I have a belt for one for the main character, just to make them stand out more. These all have to be rented weekly. You can't rent them for a certain amount of days. Then after that, they go up by 10%. If you take them on again, so the extra $250 on them. For transport, Group C van, it's 1 ton. This would pack all the gear away that we have. This is including driver insurance, so it's €507 weekly. And then for the cast and crew transport, they will probably have cars, but again, you have to pay for petrol, so I put down the petrol cost, and I put an extra 500 for petrol. That probably cover the van and the cast and crew transport. I didn't want to break down the actual 133. For the catering, the one I found was JC Catering. It's €30 per person per day for 2 meals. You get 1 light meal and you get a dinner. There's 16 members going to be on it, so the 11 crew and 5 actors, so it comes to 2,400 overall, which is great. I didn't think it'd be that expensive, but this is the final cost. So the equipment cost, 2,131. Cast and crews, 32,000. Locations, 1,500. The customer accessories, 135. Transport, 1,000. Catering, 2,400. So the total cost, just say, is 29,500, and then you have your contingency for batteries, or if you need a generator, something to cover something. And then that's the total cost at the end. So just say 43,500 at the end. And then we go on to funding. The Arts Council will fund you 50,000, but it needs to be an experimental piece, and mine's a very, very long. It's a very linear piece, so that wouldn't cover me. For this though, it would, because I'm staying in Ireland, and I have it, and I can actually change my script into an Irish historical piece, which the Broadcasting Authority of Ireland actually cover in this. They cover if you air the folk as well. So you go from 50,000 to 750,000, but to go over that, you have to negotiate. But that's the frame you get of the money, and since mine's only costing 43 something, the 50,000 will cover me as well as extras. And then for funding, you get the film based in short, and short film award is 10,000, but you have to use the facilities. So if you got that one, you could use the facilities for sound mixing afterwards, and for editing, so that and use the facilities as well. So it actually saves you money with this one. And the Amazon Prime is a lot like Netflix, and you see I have a few of that. As in it's a subscription service. Now this is of course like long thinking, but this is long thinking, but you never know if it gets good enough through festivals like that, if you go on Netflix and you make more money. YouTube and Vimeo are now doing a thing where you can rent a film. You pay like $4 something for it, and then you can rent it and you can stream it. So that's another one. Crowdfunding, you have Kickstarter, and then Indiegogo. That's a huge one right now. Everyone's kind of using it. And then you give out the perks at the end, like that. So you have to give an incentive. You can't just go, I want 50,000 for nothing. You have to give an incentive. Festivals, you have Film Freeway. You can put it into like 1,000 festivals and see how much money you recoup. That's probably one of the best ways of doing it. Private backing, if you have someone that or some company that actually thinks that you're worth the merit, that they might do it. The credit union one used to be the saviour, but now with new legislation and stuff like that, it's very, very hard to get a loan out from them, especially for like 43,000. It's very like that. They might have been very good in the past, stuff like that, but right now with all the changes, it's very, very hard to get money out of them. I know for a fact. And then just the justification, it shows my writing style, it shows my writing style and my directing style. My philosophy is simply doing well, so I like that. It's a very good introduction piece for myself, for my show reel. It's festival friendly, it's very easy to go. And fantasy drama is very popular right now with Game of Thrones and stuff like that. And then this is a general, and this is a genre that like to be a staple. Everybody, all the famous directors have their own genre, but I like that one. And then the rest are the directors. Thank you very much. Now say 12:36.
10:30.
10:30.